Hello everyone and welcome to Free Range Diva, where you will find helpful information to enhance your beauty and wellness routines. This video is going to be actually something that was inspired by an event that happened last weekend, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But a couple of videos back, I talked about my experience with 2 years of intermittent fasting, and I mentioned that I had put some weight on due to some medication that I had to take, and once I stopped taking the medication, the weight hadn't come off. And I talked about how I was going to change my diet to hopefully jumpstart the weight loss again. Well, what I did not mention was something that, I don't know, I knew this, I guess I just forgot, that the easiest way, if you're struggling with the weight loss or to lose weight, and it's not going as easily as you had hoped, one way, the best way to really jumpstart that process is to boost your metabolism. And how do we boost our metabolism? By gaining muscle. So that's what this video is going to be about, how you can do a 10-minute strength muscle building workout without any equipment, only by using your body weight. And I've been doing this for about the last couple of weeks, and yes, my weekly weigh-in is much improved as I can see now the pounds dropping. So, or the ounces dropping, whatever. It's dropping. So I want to show you the muscle building routine I've been doing and how that has increased my self-confidence and my energy level as I get stronger and stronger. And actually this video was inspired by a concert that I went to last weekend. And if you don't want to hear about my concert, that's fine. I'll give you a timestamp where you can just jump right into the workout. But this is a pretty good story, so you might want to stick around for it. So anyway, I went to see Jeffrey Osborne was the headliner, and also on the bill was Boney James and Jody Watley. It was an awesome night. It was at the Greek Theater, which is an open air venue. And Jeffrey Osborne's show was absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. His voice sounds exactly the same. Just that rich and clear, and at one point he ran up the aisle to get all the way to the back of the venue while he was like talking and singing and riffing and everything else. Then he walked around the back and ran back down to the stage. After he did this, he told us that he was 76 years old. 76, okay? I'm 68 and I was exhausted just watching him. He then proceeded to take off his jacket and reveal this tight black mesh see-through shirt that he was wearing. And I had no words. Like I said, I have no words. Whew. Anyway, the point is that the whole idea of getting in shape and losing weight is because we can do whatever the heck it is that we want to do and have the confidence to know that we are going to be able to do it. No, most of us are not going to be giving concerts, singing our little hearts out at 10 o'clock at night in an open air venue where it was like 55 degrees, and touring and all that kind of stuff. But, and especially not at the age of 76, but whatever we want to do at 76 or 68, then the point is that we have the energy and the focus and the balance to be able to do it. So let me show you the workout, and then I'll come back with some final thoughts. Here we go. Remember to start where you're comfortable and work up to something more challenging. Starting on your back for bridges. I use a small pillow under my neck to prevent neck strain. First, let's Warm up the lower back muscles by doing a few pelvic tilts. Contract your abdomen to shift the pelvis up and back, up and back. This is a great warm-up to stretch the lower back muscles without any strain. Then, for bridges, place feet flat on the mat, hip distance apart, arms at your sides. Raise the lower back off the mat and gently lower down. Remember to contract the muscles of your glutes and abdomen to protect that lower back, and only go as far as is comfortable. There's no need to push yourself to get higher. Be gentle and stop if you feel any strain or pain and go back to the pelvic tilts. Repeat about 10 times to start. You can always increase the repetition as you gain strength. Then for extra credit, try this. Tighten the glutes and lift, then raise one leg and hold for a count of 5. Repeat on the other side. I like to do a couple of sets. Now that we've strengthened our core, let's move on to a couple of exercises for the lower body, starting with good old squats. There's a reason exercise coaches consider squats one of the best exercises for our age group. It not only builds strength in the lower body, it also helps with balance and can give you a cardio workout as well. You might recognize this as the chair pose in yoga. Stand with your feet hip distance apart, with your weight centered in your heels. You can hold onto a bar if you need to, or use your arms as a counterbalance so you don't fall over. I usually do 2 sets of 10 reps, sometimes 3 sets if I want to challenge myself. I'm concentrating on keeping my weight centered in my heels to really work my thighs and glutes. Next, use your chair to help with balance and prepare for lunges by placing one foot behind the other so that when you bend, your front knee stays behind your front foot. If you can't see your foot past your knee, then step your back foot a few inches further behind you. Also, make sure your front knee doesn't fall forward. Move it back so it's directly above your foot. Then, drop down into your perfect lunge. Only go as low as is comfortable for you. Once you've done about 8 reps, hold your position at the bottom of the lunge and pulse a couple of more inches down. Again, about 8 times. Switch legs. And here's a front view. Don't forget to be mindful of your knee position. Don't let it fall inward. 8 reps and 8 pulses. If you want a balance challenge, you can let go of the chair, but otherwise keep 1 or 2 fingers of each hand on the chair back. So we've done core work and lower body strengthening. The next 2 exercises are for the upper body. Stand with your feet hip distance apart and hold your arms out parallel, palms up. Begin bicep curls. Imagine you're pulling your palms through thick mud. The resistance is hard to get through, and you really have to work to get your arms to move. This is a workout that proves you don't need heavy weights. You just need to use your imagination. Now from this same position, bend your elbows and bring your forearms together, palms and elbows touching. Raise your palms above your head as far as it's comfortable. I'm bending my knees so you can see the tops of my arms. You want to repeat this movement for about 10 to 12 reps, and you're going to feel your shoulder muscles burning. You should also feel it in your upper arms and shoulders. When done, now shake it out. For the final exercise, another arm strengthener. Bend your knees and bring your weight slightly forward so you don't stress your back. Arms straight at your sides, palms turned towards the back of the room. Press your arms backward as far as is comfortable. Keep your back straight and bend slightly forward at the hips. Again, imagine you're moving through thick, heavy mud, and press, and press. Press for 8 to 10 reps. Then hold your arms at the furthest back position and pulse, pulse, pulse about 8 times, or as many as you want to give yourself a challenge. Feel free to do another set. At this point, my arms and shoulders were ready for a stretch. Shoulder rolls and a deep, cleansing breath. It was the first sunny day in a month, and it felt great to get outside. And it felt even better once I had finished. So I hope you found that interesting. That workout takes about 10 minutes, depending on how many reps and how quickly you want to go through it. And it stresses because I have my own issues with my musculoskeletal system, including a pinched nerve in my back, 2 frozen shoulders, and sometimes I can have a little pain in my hips. So it's important. Some of the exercises I got from physical therapy, some I got from Pilates class, but they're all very easy on your body. And depending on the physical shape that you are in, you should be able to do them and adjust them, customize them for your own body type and exactly what your needs are. So yes, we can talk about your body image and self-esteem and how these things can impact our weight and our reasons for wanting to lose weight. But the most important reason, at least the reason I'm in this, is to be strong and to stay strong and to be able to do the kinds of things that I want to do as I get older. That's always been where I get my confidence from. And yeah, I love having the confidence to be able to not only go to a venue and spend 4 hours jumping up and down and singing and dancing and having a really good time, and know that at the end of the night, I am going to be able to walk the half-mile uphill from the venue to the point where I parked my car. Okay? That's where I get my confidence from. Not what size I am or how I look in my clothes. It's nice, but it ain't, I'm not about that life. So if you have thoughts on this, I would love to hear them. if you want a video or you want me to talk about body image and self-esteem and all these things that can get tied up in emotional eating, things that can get tied up in weight, and what we think of ourselves, as we go up and down the scale, because I've gone up and down the scale. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. But if you do have any thoughts along these lines, if you did the exercise along with me, cool for you, way to go, and let me know what you thought. So anyway, put that stuff down in the comments. I will definitely read them and get back to you. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for today. I thank you so much for watching. I thank you for giving this video a thumbs up, especially if you thought it was helpful. And if you want to see more from me, then by all means, please consider subscribing, and that way you won't miss a thing here at Free Range Diva. Okay, everybody, thank you so much again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!